This is the story of when Matisse first spoke to me, or at least his older work spoke to me. I have always been passionate about art. Ever since I was a little girl, my mom used to take me to the Met, and I've loved paintings and all kinds of art. When I was 7, I used to say I wanted to own a Degas someday, and the first thing I do now when I go to a new town or city is visit their art museum and see what's been kept hidden, what friends I have to discover. And I've always loved Matisse. I've been a huge fan of his work. And in my early 20s, I lived in Paris. I lived in Paris from 23 until 29. And at the beginning, I was a serious dancer. I used to take class 6, 7, 8 times a week. And it was a beautiful dance school in this old building that looked a little bit like a chateau in the Marais, near the Hôtel de Ville in Paris, near the Beaubourg, the Centre Pompidou, which is the Modern Art Museum. And after class in the evening, I'd start walking home, and I discovered that the Centre Pompidou was free after 8:15 in the evening or something like that. So after dance class, I often went to just be around the artwork and let it refreshen me, and I loved it. And one day I'm walking around and I'm the only one there. And the large Matisse paintings that are collages or cutouts, huge ones, I never really liked them, never understood them. And that day, I walked into a gallery that had several huge Matisse paintings, and I was lifted up. I was just lifted right off the ground, and it just happened. And I was all of a sudden dancing and spinning and throwing myself in the air and pirouetting, and I became part of the painting. I was like the wind was blowing me, like the leaves that those collages looked like they could be. And it was euphoric. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh my God, I could put my foot through that painting. And I stopped. And at the moment I stopped, a guard walked by. And I was like frozen. And then he left, and I was there alone, panting. And it blew my mind. I'd been inspired by art many times before. Bye, Lily. Nice meeting you. And I just met the cutest 3-year-old at the Threefold Cafe. And she joined me for some lunch. Anyway, just like the smile of a beautiful child can uplift you, so can a work of art. And that is the story of when Matisse's work spoke to me. And I'm Adina Ruskin, and this is Stories Shared.